Hi y'all, I'm Joy Dudley and I am a widow and I'm a single mom of 4 and I am making videos to share my real, raw, hard truths and my learning journey, my experiences, and my hope and my excitement for the future. So if that is something that you can relate to, that you need a little more of in your life, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button or send this video to a friend. I'm going to be sending videos weekly just to help people out there walking through pain. So I'm going to start this video off. I'm going to be talking about getting out of your comfort zone. And I want to start it off with a quote that I stole from my favorite Mental Health Matters group that's over on Twitter Space, and you guys have heard me talk about it before. It says, "Your story and your truths could be the survival guide for someone behind you." And I honestly do not know where I stole this from other than Phil, who's in my Mental Health Matters group. And it's just been something that we've said multitudes of times on that group because it's empowering. So I'm going to read it one more time. "Your story, your truths could be the survival guide for someone behind you." And the reason why this impacted me so much is because so many people have gotten out of their comfort zone and opened up and shared and let me be a part of their truths and their hurts. And it has been a blessing, has been a learning game changer for me. And that's honestly why I sit here today making videos and getting out of my comfort zone, because of what people have done for me. I want to make sure I continue to pass the torch and, keep going forwards and sharing the light that I can. So today, actually, I just wanted to do a story time because it was really empowering and exciting this week. I happened to run into an old friend who's kind of an acquaintance, not a close friend, and she worked in a business where in the town where I was raising my kids, and so she would see my kids and I quite often, every week or every other week, and grew very close. She was so sweet and helpful and kind. The kids like her, but she wasn't a close friend, just an acquaintance that I really enjoyed. And over time, we both kind of moved different ways, and then I lost Antoine, and I didn't even know that she was aware of this. But I happened to meet back up and bump into her in this place of business just this week. And it was so enlightening and sweet to see her with my youngest, Kaylani. Kaylani doesn't really remember her, but they're always just bouncing around doing fun things and looking for stuff in the business. And then I said, "How are you doing?" And the tears welled up in her eyes. And this has actually happened to me a couple times since becoming a widow. I've had other women come up to me who are acquaintances or friends and have to tell me that they're now a widow. And your heart drops to your toes because you're just like, oh my Lord, like I know what she's about to say. And all I can ever do is I just grab the women and I hug them so tight. And sure enough, her husband had passed, and she was telling me, and she's kind of a little more quiet and shy, and I just held her, and I just was like there, she's crying, and these moments mean everything because I have an opportunity to shine some love and light on these women that I've experienced this now 3 times, and it breaks my heart for them, but it also makes me realize that I have to get out of my comfort zone, that I have a duty, I have a superpower now. I have something to share, to give these women that maybe no one else in that moment, in that space, can give this woman. And for me, it also is such a learning lesson because all of a sudden, this pain that I look back on and I go, oh, it's so ugly, it's so awful, it's so tremendous, it's all these negative things. All of a sudden, that pain gives me an opportunity to care about a woman and lift her up and just pray with her and hug her and let her know that I understand. I've been there and I know how deep it hurts and that there's no words. And a lot of people will say they don't know what to say to someone who's lost someone. I don't have great words either. It's not that I have the words. It's just that we can be in that moment together as these women and know, I know your pain. I know your struggles. And I'm standing here, not quite at the top of the mountain, but I'm like 3/4 of the way up that mountain, and I'm getting closer to the top. and I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to smile at you. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to lay my hands down and help you walk up this journey. I'm just going to be there for you. And like I said, this is not someone who's like a best friend that's in my everyday life, but it's so encouraging because I think that I'm helping them, and I feel uplifted, and I feel like they're so thankful and I'm so thankful, and it's this beautiful bonding moment. But the truth is they're really growing me, because I can look back at each of these moments when I've heard these women's heartbreak and they share the truth that their husband is gone, and I can say I'm okay that Antoine's gone, because in that moment I know that God had placed me in these women's lives to be there, to be a light, to be a love, to be encouragement, that you're not alone in any of this. And it's such an empowering feeling. It's so great to be able to say, I can use this pain for something good. It makes me know that Antoine would be okay that he's left, because I'm now here to help these women. It makes me okay knowing that there's purpose for all that pain and all that heartache. And as ugly and as scary and as dark as it looked in the beginning, every day I'm starting to see more and more and more light, you guys. It's so empowering. So I just want to encourage you today to get out of your comfort zone. No matter what, you may not be walking through grief. You may be walking through something traumatic in life. And getting out of your comfort zone, I think, is so important, because what you're in is not comfortable, right? Like it's this icky, yucky, sad place of heartache. And unfortunately, unless you're willing to climb out of that and take steps forwards, that's where you're going to be. And it takes getting uncomfortable, because you have to learn a new way. You have to take a new path, one that's not familiar. So I got out of my comfort zone by, first of all, having some really close friends. And I think that's where it's easiest to start, is with someone that you really trust and love. Some very deep, strong friends, two of them that just lifted me up and let me share all the raw, honest, hard things. And then I got very uncomfortable and got out of my comfort zone, joining a mental health matters space that my friends host over on Twitter. And it gives you an opportunity to say anything you want. It's just a big group of us that random people come in and out, and you can share your worst moments, your hardest things, your ugliest truths, all the pain that you've locked inside. You can say it all there, but it does take getting uncomfortable. And then, in the funniest way, God knew that I needed this amazing woman. I have a coach, Sarah, who encouraged me to do these videos and has encouraged me to try so many things that were out of my comfort zone. Sarah, I just love you to death for this. You have inspired me, girl. So the first class that I took with Sarah was actually a heals course, which some people may be like, heals, grief, like, I'm not sure where the connection is. But the truth was that Sarah, I think, knew how much emotionally, how deep that these things would impact me, these courses. And so I've started coaching with her on other things as well, but it just started helping me find a new self and find this new identity. Since I wasn't any longer Antoine's wife, I had to embrace and get out of my comfort zone and see what else life could look like without Antoine right by my side. And so I'm so thankful, Sarah. I just love you. You're amazing. I'm so thankful for her hand in my journey. I'm so thankful for thousands of people that I've come into contact with through my mental health matters space that I don't even know on a regular basis, but it gave me a space to learn to have a voice and to share. Just like I want to finish up this video with the quote, your story, your truth could be the survival guide for someone behind you, guys. That is that gives me so much hope, because it means that what we're doing right now, what you're doing, the pain that you're walking today, that I'm walking, the hurt, it is not without a purpose. And you don't have to make YouTube videos. You can find a way to share and to get out of your comfort zone. I encourage you to try something this week and see if it can help you, or maybe you can start helping others. All right, guys, I'll be seeing you next week, making another video. Until then, have a great week. Thanks for listening. Bye.